Hi guys, it's Mother Goose here, raw and real. So, as many of you guys that know me well, I love audience and I love multitasking because it's like boring for me otherwise. So I can't listen to music now because of the Omer. So I'm gonna be videotaping myself. So today I wanted to do a video dedicated to my good friend Farhud Kashani. We were having a discussion last night about the importance of explaining anger and understanding it and how to talk to our kids about it and what you do when you're in the midst of parenting and you get frustrated, you get overwhelmed. And I was telling him, when I was in college for my master's and my doctorate, that was one of the areas that I also specialized with anger management. And I did a special course in it and I got certified in it. And I was able to get a certification. And sorry, one second. I by accident made Yagi Lavana wet. Oh, okay. By the hose, so they're gonna drench. Yes. So she decides to tell me this exactly as we're doing this video. Guess why? Because she knows I'm being videotaped. And even if I wasn't being videotaped, I really try to get be very mindful of how I show my reaction because when parents or mothers or fathers whatever are constantly trying to discipline their kids with the only intervention of rage and frustration and yelling, at a certain point, the kids become desensitized to that. Like it doesn't phase them anymore. They don't really even make a big deal out of it. Like they just might say, "Oh, my parents yell all the time. My mom yells. My dad yells. Whatever it may be." Growing up as a child, I was born during the war in Iran, so I was constantly anxious. And another form of anxiety can come out in anger and rage and yelling, whereas the person is really afraid, scared, intimidated, but they don't know how to use their words. So, anger is a second degree emotion. You might have heard this, but not really understand what that means. So usually we have our first degree feelings, which is like fear, hopelessness, sadness, and anger is almost like the cover of it. Like it comes out as anger, but the underlying emotion is a whole other deal. So when a person is feeling afraid and they were never taught how to deal with their fear or scaredness, they might show you anger. And anger is an off branch when our sympathetic nervous system gets activated. The sympathetic nervous system is what helps our nervous system know, are we comfortable or safe. Like right now, I'm functioning with my parasympathetic nervous system. I'm calm, I'm breathing, I'm excited, but I'm not scared. When the minute you go towards the fear or scared, then your sympathetic nervous system gets activated, which is the fight or flight mode, meaning your body thinks it's going to be in an attack, it's intimidated, and all it's going to do is try to protect itself. So your digestive system stops working. There is a gush of adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart might start racing. Your heart is telling your brain you are in danger. So many times as parents, when our children are not listening to us, when our children are disobeying us, we feel this sensation of lack of control. So that lack of control can lead us into wanting control. So we start going into rage, thinking as if some it's a crazy danger happening, but we don't realize that the behavior of what they're doing should not define who we are as a parent. Like the fact that they're not listening to us, or the fact that it could be that they're just having a hard day. And I got to become more mindful of my behavior versus going into autopilot and using rage and anger. Stop doing that. Why did you do that? Ah. It's just, and then the adrenaline and cortisol is just going to go higher and higher, and it's going to turn into a battlefield, and we'll never understand what happened. So instead of going and saying, so that's what you did. I see. Or telling me, tell me what made you do that. Or if we feel like we're really gonna lose it, you say, you know what? I can't talk to you about this right now. I'm very overwhelmed. We'll come back to this in a few minutes or whatever it is. And I'm gonna take a break right now. And to drink a cup of water, go for a walk, Like even if you go take a break in the room, like just give yourself a place to reset yourself. It's almost like when the alarm of your car goes off, before calling the police or the alarm of your house, is you check, you scan. Is it a real danger or not? So you gotta do that with your own body also. You gotta do a check in and see, is it a real danger, or is it that maybe they're tired, maybe they're hungry, maybe they're not feeling well. So instead of me immediately going into the behavior mode, what I need to do is slow down and observe it again. Like take another look, slow down and take another look. And the more we become mindful of when our body is getting to that anger and rage, the better we're able to control it. So you need to scan your body and see what are the symptoms that you notice in your body right before you're about to lose it. Is it your throat is getting tight? Is it your heart starts racing? Do you feel your mouth drying up? Do you feel like your stomach is tightening? The more you pay attention to your body, the better you'll be able to pick it up. I will do more video to explain it more, but this was like, get in tune, understand, instead of react, go into act. So nothing in life is by chance. Like how she came and told me I made them wet, and I said, oh, okay, because this was not the time. And even if I wasn't being videotaped, I still would not lash out at a behavior like that. Like, you need to differentiate between life threatening, dangerous, real harm versus kids being kids. Thank you for watching. This is Natalie Zangon.